guys, my name's Alex and I'm a paintball addict. Today we're going to be looking at the DLX Luxe X. This is actually the HK Army Ripper Edition. We're going to be doing a little review on this. I've owned this gun for about a year now. I bought it brand new, pre-ordered it from HK when they dropped it. And I've got to say I absolutely love this gun. Opening the case, doing a little unboxing here. First thing you see is you get two sides here. This side right here, it's got like a little removable strap. And this is what's going to have your barrel sock. Mine's in my gear bag. You're going to get a really nice set of ballpoint Allen keys, a USB charger, and that's a USB-C for the new charging port on the board. Put that aside. You're going to get a tin of lube, some spare parts, and your Freak XL 2-piece barrel. This has the linear ported tip on it, which they call the Freak XL tip. You can get a bunch of different tips for this. I've also got the All-American tip, which is the spiral, as well as a Deadly Ones carbon fiber tip. Let's thread this on here. And the new XL barrel has the 8-inch control bore. Alright, down there. Over to this side, we have the marker itself. This is the black and gold. There are 50 of this colorway in existence, 600 total rippers. Absolutely love the milling on this. Absolutely gorgeous marker. Well done, HK Army. This isn't the first ripper they've kind of recreated. They've also got the VCOM Victory Ripper, and then Field 1 came out with the G6R Ripper, which I got sitting over there as well. So let's go ahead and put the barrel on. So what's different with the Luxe X over the old model, the Luxe Ice? You're going to get, first things first, a new bolt, and this is the X-Core bolt. It's going to give you a little bit more efficiency, a little bit better reliability. It's going to sacrifice a little bit of noise and a little bit of smoothness. So it's not going to be as smooth or as quiet as the Luxe Ice, but you should be getting about 3, maybe 4 more pods off of a 6845 fill, and you're definitely going to be more reliable. I've never once had a problem with this. Another difference that we have over the Luxe Ice is we have a full toolless frame. So you can see if I pull this bolt back out, we got this latch right there, and we have a latch on the other side right here. And by flipping these up, that's how we actually take the frame off without any tools. I'm not going to do that on mine just because it is kind of tight, but you can see this flips up there, and then you can pull back the front. Well, might as well do it. And now that's supposed to come apart somehow. I've never actually done it just because there's no need to, but yeah. Anyways, that feature's there for you if you want to be able to separate it. They made the solenoid now wireless, just like last year, on the last model, the Ice, how they had the wireless eyes. So this whole part will separate from the frame. Why you need toolless for quick disassembly, I don't really know, but it's a cool little feature. You also have things like a toolless board removal. There's like little pegs in there you twist, and that's how you get the board out. We have toolless eye covers, which is a nice little touch. There's just a little latch on there. Talking more with the board, another change that we have is we have USB-C fast charging available, as well as a bigger battery, which is always nice to have. In the 1 year that I've owned this, I've only charged it maybe twice. Just doesn't need to be charged much, which is a nice little feature. And it's definitely nice not having to buy 9 volts or AA's anymore. Having that rechargeable battery pack is definitely a nice touch. You can buy more from DLX if you want backups or stuff like that. And then the last thing that they changed on this is they changed the detents, which are the little plastic finger guys up here that hold the paint from rolling out the barrel. They basically made it a little bit smoother, a little bit less brittle, and that's going to be easier on paint, so it's not going to be as likely to chop paint. You can see, obviously this is the HK Army Ripper edition. The only difference between this gun and the standard Luxe X is going to be the milling. You're also going to get the HK Army trigger, which is available for purchase for your standard Luxe X, and I highly recommend that trigger. It's a very nice trigger. It feels really good in the hands. It's very smooth. The one downside to it, though, I will say, is there is a good amount of side-to-side play, and that's something that I'm not a big fan of. That's probably one of the only cons I can find on this gun, and it's even hard to show up on the camera, but there's just a little bit of side-to-side play in the trigger, and that's something to be just to know. But going over the pros, it fits really good, at least in my hands. I like that stretched out feel. It's very streamlined, very smooth, as well as the body line being smooth. It's also very smooth on paint. I've got some trash, absolutely horrible paint from Hell Survivors that we're going to be running through this gun to show how good it is on brittle paint, and this stuff is horrible. When I was out probably a month ago, the last time we were able to play, this paint was just chopping everywhere. So we'll see how well this does on the paint. But it is very, very smooth on paint. I never really ever had problems chopping paint. When friends of mine have like CS2s, and they'll be spraying it everywhere. So definitely a big plus on this gun is it's very good with brittle paint. Another pro is the toolless design. Like I tried to show you with the latches, you can separate it. Personally, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm not one to touch it. I know some people did have a couple sealing issues with that. I've, like I said, never actually separated it, never needed to. So I guess you could look at that as a pro. It could also be a potential con because it is an extra failure point. Personally, I didn't think anything was wrong with grip frame screws to begin with. I was never pulling my frame off of the breech in the middle of a tournament, but the option's there if you want it. So with that being said, I think it's time to take it out, run some of that really brittle trash paint through it. Bores out at like 679, 680-ish, and it's very brittle and basically square. The stuff dimpled so bad. I was actually kind of upset at Hell Survivors for selling me that paint. And I wasn't the only one that had batches of paint that bad. So let's go run outside, run a couple pods through it, and we'll come back for the conclusion. So we're going to be shooting the Ripper Luxe X today. I got it set to 10.2 NXL. Let's see how she rips. Alright, so as you see, this thing shot really well, didn't break any paint, handled it phenomenally. The hopper was having a really hard time feeding the paint. That's because it's so small, it wanted to jam up. This shit's not even like round, it's like square, it's so dimpled, so it was having just a hard time feeding. I had to keep like force feeding it with the button, but we got some rounds through it. I'll try and get some better paint on the next gun review because we got a couple more guns to review here coming up. But yeah, that's the Luxe X review. I think I'll do a separate video for maintenance on it, and this gun, because it was my main shooter all last year, I haven't actually had a chance to go through everything and clean all the regs out, the reg out, clean the bolts out real well. We'll go through everything and show you guys more of that Toolless feature in a separate maintenance video. So I appreciate you guys for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. As always, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a great one, guys.